Picture the scene, folks. It's Friday afternoon in Egan, and the air's buzzing like a hive of angry hornets. Coach Kevin O'Connell steps up to the mic, eyes locked on us fans, and drops the bomb. J.J. McCarthy is back, cleared from that nasty concussion that sidelined him after our gut-wrenching shutout loss to Seattle last week. Man, that 26-0 beatdown? It stung worse than a Randy Moss deep ball denial. McCarthy's been grinding through practices, full go on Thursday and Friday, shaking off the cobwebs from Week 12. Remember, this kid's our franchise future, drafted in 24 with dreams of purple glory, but 2025's thrown him curveballs. A meniscus tweak in preseason, high ankle in Week 1, and now this brain rattler. Yet here he is, ready to sling it to Justin Jefferson and dance with Aaron Jones. Skol, what a warrior. But let's pump the brakes. McCarthy's only started 3 games this year, posting a 62% completion rate with 784 yards, 4 TDs, and 3 picks. Solid, but not the fireworks we crave. Against a Commanders D that's allowed 25.2 points per game during their 7-game slide. Though, this could be his breakout. O'Connell called him hungry and focused. And I believe it. Imagine JJ burning them for 150 yards like he did in that 24 playoff tease. Fans, does this feel like the spark we need to end the skid? Or are we just delaying the inevitable? Drop your takes in the comments. I want to hear if you're all in on JJ or sweating backups like Max Brosmer. And here's the juice. With McCarthy at the helm, our offense jumps from that dismal 18.7 points per game without him to a potential explosion. Stats don't lie. Vikings QBs have feasted on Washington lately, winning 5 of the last 6 head-to-heads. This ain't just a return. It's redemption. As we gear up for Sunday's noon kickoff on Fox, remember, one play at a time, purple pride rising. Who's with me? Skol. Alright, Vikings faithful, let's talk real talk. Our 4-8 records got me pacing like a caged wolf, but Sunday's our shot at survival. Lose to these 3-9 Commanders and poof. Playoff dreams evaporate faster than a Sam Darnold deep shot in the wind. We're teetering on the edge. 1 defeat from official elimination. The first losing season since that heartbreaker 23 fade. But flip the script. A win catapults us to 5-8, keeps the wild card whisper alive, and buys Kwesi Adofo-Mensah time to work off-season magic. Remember our high-water mark? That Week 9 thriller in Detroit, snatching victory 28-24. Pure purple poetry. Now, after 4 straight LS, including that humiliating Seattle blank, it's do or die. Dig into the numbers, and it's a tale of 2 beasts. Our D, anchored by Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave, those 25 free agent steals, ranks 14th in sacks with 32, but we've leaked 24.3 points per game lately. Offensively, McCarthy's return could flip that script, especially with Jefferson's 78 catches for 1,112 yards leading the charge. Commanders, they're gassed, dropping 7 straight after a 3-2 start, tied with Tennessee and New York for the NFL's ugliest skid. Their 21.8 points per game offense, ripe for our pass rush to feast. Hey nation, quick poll. On a scale of total panic to Skol eternal, where's your head at right now? Hit those comments, your energy fuels this fire. This matchup screams opportunity, my friends. We've owned Washington historically, outscoring them 142-98 in those last 6 wins. With US Bank rocking at noon, the sea of purple will drown out their chance. It's not just a game, it's our rally cry. Gear up, because if McCarthy connects on that first drive, you'll feel the earth shake. Vikings news hot off the press. This is our moment to roar back. Skol. Shift gears to the purple war room, where injury reports hit like thunderclaps. Theo Jackson and Levi Drake Rodriguez? Ruled out with neck issues, brutal since Theo's our special team spark plug, and Levi's that rotational D lineman we need to clog lanes. Then there's Donovan Jackson, our left guard stud, questionable with that ankle tweak that's nagged him since Week 10. He sat the Seattle fiasco, but Friday's full practice has O'Connell optimistic. Donnie's a fighter. If he's in, we're tougher up front. And Ty Chandler? The knees from IR questionable too, those 312 rushing yards and 4 scores? We miss M bad in the run game, where we've averaged a measly 92 yards per contest lately. Stats paint the picture. Without a full O-line, our QBR dips to 48.2 per next gen, yikes. But here's the silver lining. We've got depth, with Ed Ingram stepping up at guard and Brian O'Neill a rock at RT. Against Washington's front seven, who've surrendered 4.8 yards per carry in their skid, Chandler could feast if cleared. Imagine Aaron Jones Sr. pounding for 100+ behind a mended line. Pure ground and pound glory. Fans, what's your bold prediction? Does Donovan suit up and stonewall their edge? Or do we scramble like it's 21 all over again? Spill it below. Your insights make this community legendary. Bottom line, injuries test our grit, but that's Vikings DNA. Adversity breeds legends. We've navigated worse, like that 24 meniscus saga with McCarthy. Tune into Vikings News for live updates, because by game time we'll know our full arsenal. This resilience, this why we bleed purple. Skol, and let's heal up for the hunt. Now let's crank the drama. Across the Potomac, the Commanders are piecing Humpty Dumpty back together, and it's equal parts inspiring and infuriating for us Vikings diehards. Jayden Daniels, last year's OROY phenom, is suiting up after that gruesome Week 9 elbow dislocation against Seattle. Left the field in an air cast, docs fearing surgery, but nope, just 3 games missed. Coach Dan Quinn lit up Friday. Jayden threw a great week, full Thursday and today, cleared to start Sunday. Kid's a warrior, folks, second-year slingin', but 2025's been an injury apocalypse. Knee in Week 2, hamstring early, now this. He started just 6 of 12, 1,184 yards, 62.5% completion, 8 TDs, 2 picks. Respect. But zoom out, Washington's 2-4 with him, 1-5 with Mariota filling in that OT. Heartbreaker to Denver last Monday, 27-26 gut punch. Their 7-game L streak ties the NFL's worst active skid. Points per game dipping to 21.8 overall. Yet, get this, they're finally healthy. Terry McLaurin back, 68 catches, 912 yards. Samuel Cosmi anchoring the line. Noah Brown, groin/knee, expected Sunday. First time all season with QB, top 3 WRs, and full O-line firing. It's like they've been hoarding ammo for us. Commanders fans, if you're lurking, what's the vibe, hope or hype? Vikings Nation, sound off. Scared of a healthy Daniels? Or chum for our D? Comments open. For us, it's a litmus test. Daniels' dual-threat legs, averaging 45 rush yards per start, could exploit our secondary if Harrison Smith tires. But we've held mobile QBs to 4.2 yards per carry. This clash of comebacks? Electric. Straight from Vikings news feeds, no fluff, this is the intel you need. Skol. And let's turn their reunion into our route. Deep dive time, Purple Posse. Commander's collapse is a masterclass in what not to do, and it mirrors our own stumbles a bit too close for comfort. Started 3-2, hot off that 24 NFC Championship magic, but bam, 7 straight LS, from Week 6 to 13, the longest active drought tied with Titans and Giants. Why? Turnovers galore, 18 given away, red zone woes, 42% TD rate, and AD allowing 26.4 points in losses. At 3-9, Next Gen Stats pegs their playoff odds under 1%, harsh but real. Mariota's 1-5 stint? Gritty with 1,456 yards and 10 TDs, but that Broncos near miss exposed the cracks. Now Daniels returns to a squad that scored under 20 in 5 of those skids. Oof. Contrast that with our 4-8 grind. We've clawed from 1 to 4 starts before, but this 4L slide, capped by Seattle's shutout, has Kwesi eyeing the draft board early. Yet, our 112 points in wins show the blueprint. Feed JJ, 18.2 yards per catch. Unleash Jones, 4.7 YPC. Washington's getting healthy at the worst time for us, but their 3-9 road record, 1-5 away, screams trap game avoided. Quick fire. If Daniels lights us up for 300 total yards, do we blame the secondary or scheme? Or is this our easy W? Hit reply. Fans, your hot takes keep the Skol alive. This symmetry, this poetic justice. We've beaten them 5 of 6, outgaining by 150 yards average. Vikings news confirms. Their desperation meets our defiance. No mercy. Let's extend their misery and ignite ours. Purple power rising. Storytelling hour, Vikings fam. Flashback to that week 9 elbow pop for Daniels. Seahawks D-line crunches him on a scramble. Arm hyperextended. Air cast yanked on. Stadium silent. Looked like Tommy John 2.0, but nope. Cleared without surgery by weak rehab magic. Missed 3, but his fire? Unquenched. It's been a grind, but I'm built for this, he told reporters. Echoing the resilience we love in our purple heroes. Ties right into his season saga. Week 2 knee tweak versus Packers, hamstring flare-up, 6 starts, yet when healthy he's electric, rushing for 278 yards like a ghost in the pocket. Commanders at 3-9? That's on the injuries, not him. Now weave in our narrative. McCarthy's concussion fog lifting mirrors Daniels' comeback. Both young guns dodging career bullets. Our shutout shame? A 26-0 reminder that excuses don't win rings. But Sunday, dual returns could spark a QB duel for the ages, with McCarthy's 92.4 passer rating edging Daniels' 89.1. Imagine the chess. Daniels airing to McLaurin, 12.1 YPT, us countering with Jefferson's separation wizardry. Who's scripting the better arc, our redemption or their Hail Mary? Poll the comments. McCarthy MVP or Daniels upset king? Your votes decide. This ain't coincidence. It's NFL karma. From Vikings news wires, fresh as Friday's presser. 2 franchises, 2 fighters, 1 battlefield. Skol to the underdogs who rise. Let's make their return our reckoning. Crunch the bones of this O-line tale. Skol squad. Washington's finally whole. First time all year with starting 5 intact, including Cosme's All-Pro guard play, 85.2 PFF grade. Add McLaurin's speed 4.440. Diami Brown's deep threats, 15.2 YPC. And Noah Brown's grit post-groin boom, Daniels' protection jumps from 2.1 seconds under pressure to elite. They've allowed just 18 sacks in wins, but 32 in losses. Sunday marks their super squad debut, but against our front 4, we've notched 2.4 per game lately. Risky business for Quinn's crew. Our side? Depth's our dagger. Ingram stepped up sans Donovan. O'Neal's a wall, 88% pass block win rate. If Chandler's knee holds, we grind him down, forcing Daniels into mistakes. 2 INTs all year, but pressure spikes him. Stats whisper upset. Commanders 0-4 when allowing under 100 rush yards. Hey, purple predictors. Do we sack Daniels thrice, or does their line crumble us? Tag a buddy in comments. Double the debate. Double the fun. Unified fronts clash like titans. Vikings news highlights the stakes. This health wave, our chaos to exploit. No full house lasts against purple fury. Charge. Electric atmosphere alert. U.S. Bank at noon, 66,000 strong in purple, drowning out D.C. echoes. Our home record, 3-3, but those wins, averaged 28.7 points, D holding foes to 19.2. Commanders on road, 1-5, scoring 18.4, coughing up 27.8. Advantage, Minneapolis Freeze, where we've won 7 of December 10th domes. Add the noise. Our fans hit 120 decibels last home W. Daniels' first cold weather start could rattle his 62.5% clip. McCarthy thrives here, 70% completions in dome games. Picture the roar on his first bomb to JJ Electric. We feasted on their secondary, allowing 7.2 YPT, ripe for 300-plus air yards. Fans envision it, horns blaring, Skol chant shaking rafters. What's your game day ritual? Face paint or beer foam? Share below. Let's build the hype. Home field hex. It's our sword. Vikings news amps the preview. Pack the stadium. Own the echo. This turf? Purple poison for pretenders. Roar ready. QB showdown spotlight. McCarthy versus Daniels, the Rook-to-Rook revenge. Wait. Second-year sages now. JJ's poise under fire. No picks in last 2 starts. Daniels wheels, 6.3 rush YPC. Head-to-head history, None, but projections scream fireworks. McCarthy 245 yards, 2 TDs. Daniels 220 pass/50 rush. Our D's bent mobile QBs to 72% completion. Clip his wings. Offensively, McCarthy's accuracy feeds our WR1 trio, JJ, Addison, Nwangwu. Daniels' arm? Laser but elbows fresh. Will velocity dip? He's 8 to 2 TDs/INTs when healthy, but pressures his kryptonite, 3 sacks per loss. Tiebreaker, experience edge to JJ in domes. Nation, bold call, which QB drops 300 first? Comment your pick. Winner gets bragging rights. Duel of Destinies, per Vikings news, young blood, big dreams. May the better purple prevail. Skol to the slingers. Purple Predators prowl. Our D-line duo, Allen and Hargrave, 25 free agent coups, 12 combined sacks, 28 TFLs. They've terrorized QBs like Daniels. 2.8-second pocket time needed. Washington's O-line? Solid on paper, but 7-game skid shows cracks. 35% pressure rate allowed. If we collapse pockets, Daniels scrambles into Greenway's arms. 91 tackles. Secondary? Brian Flores' zone blitzes rank top 10 in INTs, 11. Perfect for McLaurin's routes. We've held top WRs under 80 yards 5 times. Commanders run D? 4.9 YPC allowed. Fee Jones. Fans sack prophecy. Over under 3.5? Vote in comments your 6th. Sense rules. Beast mode activated. Vikings news confirms. This hunt? Our feast. Unleash the pack. Offense Odyssey. McCarthy's return reignites the run. Jones Sr.'s 812 yards, 6 TDs. Chandler spark if cleared. Washington's front 7? Gassed 128 rush yards allowed per loss. We've hit 150-plus ground and wins. Pound it. Control clock. Rest D. Air raid? JJ's 1,112 yards beg for screens. Addison's YAC magic, 412 after catch. Daniels faces our secondaries bend but don't break. 78% third down stop. Their red zone D, 58% TD rate. Keep 'em out. Purple playbook, 60-40 run pass. Where M down. What's your dream drive? 10 play grind or JJ bomb? Tell me below. Let's manifest. Attack unleashed. Straight Vikings news. This rhythm? Our resurrection. Run wild. Key collisions countdown. JJ versus McLaurin. Speed demons. 4.4 versus 4.4. But Jefferson's separation. 3.2 yards average. Edges. Battle for YAC supremacy. Then Jones versus their LBs. 4.7 YPC versus 4.2 allowed. Grind game glory. O-line trenches. O'Neal pancaking edges versus Cosme's mauls. The end? Allen on Daniels blindside Sack City. Stats sizzle. These matchups average 28 points in Sims. Flores twists could force 2 TOs. Nation, pick your poison. Which clash tips the scale? Comment chain. Yours first. Clash of Kings, Vikings news teases. These sparks are inferno. Lock in. Playoff pulse check. At 4 to 8, we're clinging. 1 loss. Denizo win 5 to 8. Slim 8% odds per models. But breathing room versus fading foes like 6 to 6 Falcons. Commanders, less than 1%, spoilers at best. Our path, sweep last for, pray for chaos, beat M then Philly GBDT. Realistic? 50-50, but Skol says yes. History haunts. Last 4 to 8 Vikings? 18 miracle run to 8-7-1. We've got the pieces, McCarthy's mojo, D's bite. Fans, faith level, 1 to 10? Drop it. Collective vibe manifests. Hope hangs, Vikings news tracks. This W, our lifeline. Fight on. Bold calls barrage. Vikings 27 to 17. McCarthy 2 TDs. No picks. Daniels sacked 4x, 1 turnover. JJ 120 yards, Jones 105 rush. Over under total, 44.5. Push over on our burst. MVP? JJ 280 total yards. Upset factor? Low home dominance. Weather? Dome perfection. 72 degrees of purple heat. Data backs. 65% win prob per analytics. Our 5-1 streak versus them. No fluff, pure prediction fire. Your counter call? Comments ablaze. Best one shouted out next vid. Profit mode, Vikings news inspired. These visions? Victory bound. Believe. Few what a ride Skol Nation. From QB comebacks to clash prophecies, this Week 14 thrillers got us hooked like a Jordan Addison jet sweep. We've unpacked the injuries, the skids, the stakes, all to fuel that purple fire burning in your chest. Whether McCarthy slings dimes or our D devours, one thing's sure. Sundays like this. Why we live and breathe Vikings. Huge thanks for rolling with me. Your passion makes these breakdowns epic. Now your turn. Smash that like if you're hyped for the W. Drop your score prediction and hot take in comments. Mine's 27-17. Prove me wrong. Subscribe for non-stop Vikings news updates and share this with your fellow Skol squad to spread the purple gospel. Turn notifications on. We're live tweeting game time chaos. Until kickoff, stay fierce, stay purple. Skol Vikings. Let's own Week 14.